final step is, once you put all of this in place, in order to make the decision makers take some right action, you need to present these as data stories. Insights reach the users only when presented as data stories. Otherwise, they are statistical results, model outputs, which people don't understand. So Gartner says that half of data science projects fail because of bad storytelling. How do you tell better stories? Firstly, what's the definition of a story? A lot of people by mistake equate storytelling as visualization. It's not true. To a visual, we need to add narrative and context. So let's look at this example, a typical visualization which you can come up with using self-service BI tools. You throw in some numbers and you come up with some charts. A lot of people get happy with this and say that, okay, here are some pictures, let the business team use it. But what does it really mean? What do they interpret and make? What do they do with it? Here we just have 2 lines. Yes, I get a sense of it, but to make it powerful, I need to add some context. I say that here a competitor launched a new product because of which I reached a plateau. And then the competitor's product had some issues because of which my sales started recovering. And that's the scenario for the domestic product, and how is it looking for international rollouts. Now, when we put in sales grew 40% in 2018 despite competitive product launches. So this is a summary. And then if we take the same narrative forward, we can move into a recommendation saying that this is what happened and this is what you should be doing. So now when you package all of this together, that becomes a business story which your end users and the business teams can act on. They don't have to care about AI. They don't have to care about analytics or any of the data underlying. All they need are actionable stories. Here's an example of how we can bring in the earlier customer feedback and how we can use storytelling to improve customer satisfaction. So here we looked at the journey steps. We aggregated feedback from a lot of customers, and we're going to plot this on 2 scales. One, x-axis has customer sentiment. How happy is a customer with a journey step? And second one is how important it is. Just because a customer is happy doesn't mean that the brand is going to do well. There are certain areas which are very important. A customer is basing the decision based on customer service or based on the ease of reordering. Onboarding may not be important. So that's the y-axis. So when we place all of this into this matrix, we see that identify, and there are 3 journey steps which are very important compared to the other 3. And of these 3, there are 2 where you're doing well, the customers are happy. And there's 1 which is important, but customers are unhappy, which is customer service. So this is one area which you need to improve upon. Further context to it, what happened last quarter to this quarter, because the importance keeps changing. It's a shifting ground. Customers are worried about something else next month or even next week. What changes? You need to keep that in mind and bring in the trends. So you can see that customer service was not as important, but has become a lot more important this time. And customer sentiment has improved in the buy decision process, but and importance is almost the same. So with this, you can come up with those recommendations saying improve on service, maintain, identify, and buy, and customize journey step is less important.